Welcome to the historic Tomato Bowl. Please remember that this ceremony will look a little different than ceremonies in years past. We ask that you maintain social distancing to ensure the safety of your families, our staff, and our graduates. Thank you very much for attending Graduation 2020 and for showing your support for these truly exceptional young men and women. Bienvenido al histórico Tomato Bowl. Recuerde que esta ceremonia se verá un poco diferente a las ceremonias de años anteriores. Le pedimos que mantenga el distanciamiento social para garantizar la seguridad de sus familias, nuestro personal y nuestros graduados. Muchas gracias por asistir a la graduación del 2020 y por mostrar su apoyo a estos jóvenes verdaderamente excepcionales.
We belong together, and you know that I'm right. Why do you play with my heart? Why do you play with my mind? You said we'd be forever, said it never died. How could you love me and leave me and never say goodbye? When I can't sleep at night without holding you tight, girl, each time I try, I just break down and die. Pain in my head, oh, I'd rather be dead, spinning around and around. Although we love to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Girl, I know you really love me. You just don't realize you've never been there before. It's only your first time. Maybe I'll forgive you. Maybe you'll try. We should be happy together forever, you and I. You love me again like you loved me before. This time I want you to love me much more. This time instead, just come to my bed and baby, just don't let me down. Although we go to the end of the road, still I can't let go, baby. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you.
Girl, I'm here for you. All those times at night when you just hurt me and just ran out with that other fella. Baby, I knew about it. I just didn't care. You just don't understand how much I love you, do you? I'm here for you. I'm not out to go out there and cheat all night, just like you did, baby, but that's alright. I love you anyway. And I'm still gonna be here for you till my dying day, baby. Right now, I'm just in so much pain, baby, because you just won't come back to me, will you? Just come back to me. Yes, baby, my heart is lonely. My heart hurts, baby. Yes, I feel pain too. Baby, please.
Just come to my bed and baby, just don't let me down. Although we go to the end of the road, Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. And have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here, a dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time, yeah, yeah. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. Come on now. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaken, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle, and sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Yeah. Keep on moving, keep climbing, keep the faith, baby. It's all about the climb. Keep the faith, keep your faith. Whoa.
Please remember that there will be no gathering on the field after the graduation ceremony concludes. After the ceremony, please meet your graduate outside of the stadium. Please wait for your part of the stadium to be released. Please exit through the same gate through which you arrived. Recuerde que no habrá reunión en el campo después de la ceremonia de graduación. Después de la ceremonia, por favor reúnase con su hijo o con su hija fuera del estadio. Favor de esperar a que se le dé la salida a la sección del estadio en donde se encuentre. salga por la misma puerta por la que llegó.
Súbala, que esa es mi canción. No saben lo bien que me siento. Que amigos como ustedes en mi vida tengo. Yeah. Que me hablan duro cuando ando mal y me dicen la verdad. Porque no me quieren ver fracasar. Me han regalado tantos tiempos bonitos, también han llorado conmigo. Oh, gracias por estar aquí,
Por compartir mis alegrías y mis penas, por levantarme cuando no tenía fuerzas. Gracias por bendecirme con tu amistad, tu amistad. Y la distancia ni un paso del tiempo, aunque la vida cambie, no nos olvidaremos. Nunca terminará nuestra amistad, nuestra amistad.
aquí tienes a un hermano. Quiero que cuentes con mis brazos cuando se cansen los tuyos. Yeah. A veces es tan duro el camino. Aquí tienes mi hombro, mi amigo. No nos podemos detener. Hemos pasado por tantas tormentas, tantos recuerdos, tantas experiencias. Gracias por estar aquí. Gracias por estar aquí.
Por compartir mis alegrías y mis
Gracias por
penas,
darme la mano
por levantarme cuando no tenía
en lo
fuerza.
difícil del camino.
Gracias por bendecirme
Oh,
con tu
gracias
amistad,
por el regalo de tu
tu
amistad.
Y la distancia ni un paso del tiempo,
Que la vida
aunque la vida
cambie.
cambie, no nos
Buen
olvidaremos.
amigo, aquí tendrás.
Nunca terminará nuestra amistad, nuestra amistad.
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. May you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance.
Is a will and constant motion, always rolling us along.
I hope
Tell
you
me
dance.
who wants to look back on their years and
I hope
wonder
you
where those
dance.
years have gone.
I hope you still feel small when you stand beside
Graduates and guests, please be seated. Good evening and welcome to the 2020 Jacksonville High School graduation ceremony. My name is Ben Peacock, proud principal of Jacksonville High School. Tonight, we are here to celebrate more than just the last 4 years. We are here to celebrate 13 years of achievement, 13 years of dedication from our senior parents, 13 years of commitment from the JISD staff, and most importantly, 13 years of hard work from the senior class of 2020. At this time, we would like to acknowledge some important guests. Please stand when you hear your name. Superintendent, Dr. Chad Kelly. Associate Superintendents, Brad Stewart. Associate Superintendent, Lisa Cox. And Associate Superintendent Sarah Gill. We would also like to welcome our JISD School Board Trustees. President Randy McCowan. Vice President Todd Travis. Secretary Dean Dublin. Jeff Horton. Matt Lineback. Blake Stevens. And Jill Penn. Thank you, board members, for your service and commitment to JISD. Board of Trustees, thank you for allowing us to have this ceremony tonight. And now, to begin tonight's ceremony, please direct your attention to the video board for JHS Student Body President, Chloe DeVillier.
Good evening. On behalf of the graduating class of 2020, I would like to start off by thanking all family and friends of graduates for being here to support us, as well as those who are watching us live from home. I would also like to thank the JISD staff and administration for allowing this graduation to happen given the circumstances. From the day I began my journey at JISD, I had dreamt of what it would be like to finally be in high school, to one day be a cool senior, and to eventually graduate from this district. However, never in a million years did I envision it to be anything like this. My dad was a JHS graduate in the year 2000. He often reminded me throughout my childhood of how memorable his graduation was. Their class was special because they were the only class at JHS to graduate wearing the iconic mustard gold cap and gown. However, now that I am standing here before y'all today, speaking to you guys from the Tomato Bowl Jumbotron, I think it's fair to say that our graduation will be much more memorable and historic at that. With that being said, congratulations to my peers as we have now reached the end of our road here at JHS. After today, we will begin the next chapter in our lives and experience the real world. Now, I would like to ask that you please stand and join me in prayer. Following the prayer, please remain standing for the pledges and national anthem. Everyone, please bow your head. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Lord, thank you for watching over us over the course of these last 12 years. Thank you for being with us every step of the way, from us learning how to spell, to us taking our first pre-cal test, to us learning how to make the best of the cards we've been dealt. These last 4 years have been filled with tears, laughter, joy, and memories we will never forget. Thank you, Lord, for blessing us with teachers that truly care for us and have acted as our second parents, as well as the classmates that turned into family. We will miss seeing our peers every day, even though we might not realize it now. We will miss being nagged on to turn in our work and tuck in our shirt, the long morning announcements, and always being encouraged to do our best. We will miss the cafeteria food we always complain about, and we will miss being told to run hills. Lord, thank you for letting us have these unforgettable experiences, for they have truly shaped the people we are. As we stand here today, celebrating the last moment of our high school careers, I ask that you watch over us. From this day forward, we are now entering a new stage in our life. I ask that you take care of us every step of the way. This next phase in our lives will be when we establish our careers, go off to college, get married, and raise kids of our own. I ask that you guide us to make the right decisions and remind us that you have never presented a challenge that we cannot surpass. I ask that you help us always remain humble and to thrive off of negativity. Never let us settle for less, and let us always stay true to who we are. Lastly, after today, I pray you never let us forget that none of this would be possible without your endless love, grace, and mercy. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Now please join me in the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. And now, please remain standing for the national anthem sung by Caitlin Gonzalez.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Now it is time to introduce our valedictorian, Lizbeth Saldana, and our salutatorian, Kirsten Pardo. Both of these young ladies exemplify everything that is right about Jacksonville ISD. They are kind, smart, helpful, and driven. They are proof that you can achieve anything and go anywhere, especially if you are from Jacksonville, Texas. Please direct your attention to the video board for Lizbeth Saldana's valedictorian speech.
Good evening. My name is Lisbeth Saldana, and I am delighted to be standing here as a valedictorian of the class of 2020. It is my pleasure to welcome students, faculty, and families to this commencement ceremony for Jacksonville High School's class of 2020. Every single one of you has made an impact on the graduates who sit here today. I stand before you looking back on the 4 years of legacy that we've all made together. I'd like to thank all the faculty and staff at Jacksonville High School because the school wouldn't be the same without them. I would also like to thank my family and friends who were always there and ensured that I would make it to today. Gracias, mami y papi, porque me inculcaron el camino de Dios y me demostraron que puedo hacer todo lo que me proponga en la vida con la ayuda de Dios y esfuerzo. Let me translate. I want to thank my mom and dad for showing me God's way and love and for teaching me that anything is possible with hard work and God's help. I especially want to thank my older sister, Jochebed, for being so supportive of everything that I do and always being there when no one else understood me. Last, but certainly not least, I would like to acknowledge and give all glory to God for helping me through all these years. Throughout the past few years, I had many struggles and felt as if I would not be able to take another step on this path called life. God gave me so much strength so that I could continue because I could not do it alone. I want to say thanks to all of you. Throughout my 12 years of school, y'all taught me that it is okay to be different and that there will always be people willing to overlook those differences and accept you for being yourself. Oh, and thank you for reminding me multiple times that I shouldn't freak out just yet about the essay that I had not even started and was due in 3 days because y'all had not started it as well. If I could thank all the people that made an impact on my life, this speech would go on forever. Nonetheless, I cannot do that. Instead, I ask my fellow peers, who are the people that you're extremely thankful for? Take a moment to think about those that helped you get to this day. Whether it be a family member, someone at JHS, or a friend, be sure to let them know that you are thankful for them. Oftentimes, we forget to appreciate someone dear to us. I am so grateful that under these circumstances, we are still able to walk the stage and that I can give my speech. When I started writing the speech, I did not know what to write about. I asked many people, what should I write about? I decided that the speech should just be about whatever because I could not come up with something. I'm just kidding. It should be about our journey to this day. Let's rewind a bit and remember all the good times. The summer before our senior year, we were so excited to begin the year and finish our last year. Boy, if only we could have warned our past selves, huh? Who would have thought that Friday, March 6th, would have been the last day for most of us? Our school year was cut short, and we were left with all this free time to reflect and think about all the things we take for granted. This gave me time to think of all of you who have made this journey so memorable. I remember kindergarten when I was a little kid who did not know a lick of English. I walked into the classroom and said, "Hola, me llamo Lisbeth," thinking that y'all would understand me. In that same year, I met Kirsten, and I instantly became close friends with her. In second grade, I met Amy for the first time, and we became instant friends. In third grade, I vividly remember trying to get attention from the teacher by trying to be a little rascal with Antonio Escalera and Martin Rojas. Oh, and I remember being terrible at long division when we first started learning it. Thank goodness for Miss Gansky, for being an awesome teacher and making sure I ended up learning it. I have many memories from fourth grade. I remember Trinaya, Calicia, Jasha would always make Miss Gearing laugh and mad at the same time. I remember the talks me, Amy, and Kirsten would have under this spider at the playground. If you know, you know. I remember Selena and Brittany trying to get their crush's attention. Now, I won't say any names, but he knows who he is. Now on to Nichols. I remember doing projects in Miss Mosley's classroom, especially the one we did after reading James and the Giant Peach. I also remember the tadpoles in Miss V's classroom and how Chloe threw up. I think both of those events were correlated somehow, but I am not sure. I think back to when all the teams were allowed to come out for recess. Let's just say almost every single one of y'all knows what went down in the playground. No need to say anything else. Sixth grade was the first year we had class periods instead of blocks. We felt as if we were growing up, yet we still had so much growing to do. I remember dodgeball Fridays and how much they meant to us. Now middle school. If I'm honest, those 2 years of school flew by so fast, but I remember making so many friends and we all started discovering things we enjoyed doing. Whether it was cheer, athletics, student council, band, choir, or art, we were starting to become our own person, yet we had so much to learn in high school. I remember the summer before freshman year being one of the best. Drake's One Dance was almost always playing on the radio. We did not have many responsibilities. We stayed up late most nights, and we were excited about entering high school soon. Freshman year, we felt incredibly small, yet we were so eager to leave our mark on the school. The school felt vast, and the hall seemed never ending. On my first day, I remember asking people how to get to my first period class. I was sweating excessively, and my face felt so hot. Many people told us to value these 4 years because they go so quickly. We never want to listen, but they were right. Here we are 4 years later, ready to walk the stage and begin a new stage of our lives. Gosh, that sounds so cliche, but it's true. It is great to look at all the good times we had and value them. But it is also important to look back on those difficult times we endured throughout our 4 years. Many of you look at me and figure that life for me must be pretty great and that I have everything figured out. Just like you, I have this long road ahead of me where I am not 100% certain of where I am exactly going. I still have a lot of hurdles to overcome, and God has made me stronger for whatever else is ahead of me. My life is composed of many unexpected circumstances, yet I do not let them define me. As a Mexican female, coming from a low-income household whose parents did not even complete high school, I was able to break every stereotype that said I would not make it to this day. I endured many struggles just like all of you. Although we do not share the same struggles and we haven't gone through the same hurdles of life, we do share some of the same sentiments. We know what it is like to lose a loved one and how their loss will never stop hurting. One of our classmates was not able to make it to today because God decided to call him to his forever home. Even though I was not personally close to Leonardo, I remember him having such a big, genuine smile, the type of smile that made you feel warm inside. To Leonardo Barragan's family, I would like to say that the class of 2020 and many others at JHS take the time today to remember Leo as an extraordinarily special person who touched many lives. Para la familia de Leonardo Barragán, me gustaría decir que la clase de 2020 y muchos otros en JHS se toman el tiempo de acordarse de Leo como una persona extraordinariamente especial que tocó muchas vidas. We all have struggles we want to face on our own behind closed doors because we know that if people were to discover them, we would be at our most vulnerable state and never looked at in the same way. It is this vulnerable state that leads to growth and lets us deal with the pain we are going through. The hurdles of life that cause us pain always leave a scar. Let this scar be a reminder of how strong you all are. I would like to commend each and every single one of you here for persevering through your own challenges, for being the resilient human beings you have proven to be, and for not letting any obstacles stop you from getting here today. As we all take different paths, I can't predict the future and tell you how successful you all are going to be, but I can say that we do not have to conform to the limitations that others put on us. There will always be people that judge and set expectations based on their preconceived ideas of who they think we are and who they think we should be. However, we have the power to prove them wrong by overcoming anything that comes our way. Let us remember that this night signifies the commencement of a different type of journey. Even though many of us will leave this town, never forget Jacksonville and its loving people. I hope to one day come back and give back to the community that nurtured me throughout these 13 years. I will never forget my roots, and I hope y'all won't either. And as my speech comes to an end, let me remind you that we are all loved by our Creator. As Numbers 6:24-26 says, "May the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace." Thank you.
Good evening. JHS class of 2020. It feels like it's been forever, huh? The last time I saw most of you was March 6th. Usually you'd hear at this time to look around real closely because it'd be the last time a lot of us saw each other's faces. Ironically, it's the first time we've seen each other in weeks. That Friday, I had left my classes in a rush, saying I'd see everyone Monday after break. And I know for sure I wasn't the only one ready to get that week over with, busy thinking about what spring break had to offer. But the Monday after never came. At least, not like we all thought it would. Suddenly, everything was in stasis. All that we had thought would happen wasn't guaranteed anymore. And a lot of us grew frustrated or sad, and those feelings are completely valid no matter what anyone says, because there was a lot we looked forward to. Just how we looked forward to being in high school instead of the boring old middle school, to not being a freshman, to getting our driver's license, to finally getting over with high school and leaving and being free to our plans for our life. Each time we checked something off the list, we moved on without stopping, our eyes aimed in the distance straight ahead. But that tunnel vision blinds us at times, keeps us from really taking in the things already around us. When it comes down to it, the critical thing is whether you take things for granted or take them with gratitude. I see that now, more than ever. In the midst of all the chaos these past few months, it could have been so easy to follow the first viewpoint, to become impatient about the future or bitter about what could have been, instead of seeing the potential of what the extra time could be. Time spent counting your blessings, cherishing the dwindling days of being with your family 24/7 before you move on, basking in the fact that all your childhood friends are just a short drive away. Just look now. We're in a graduation ceremony that lots of other schools won't get to have. Lucky enough that we can share this moment with the ones dearest to us right here, around you. There's much to be grateful for already, which we tend to forget in our pursuit of more. So much to be grateful for. For all the parents here, especially my own, for their endless sacrifices and unconditional love. To my mom, who braved unfamiliar lands alone, thousands of miles away from myself and from the rest of her family in order to work so she could give us a better life. To my dad, who showed me that family is not defined by our genes, but is built through caring wholeheartedly and loving fiercely. To our parents, we love you and are so thankful that amongst all the other infinite possibilities that could have happened, you became our parents. For all the JISD teachers, staff, and administration, for their dedication to us students and to the community. We get caught up in the classwork and the routine that sometimes it's hard to see how much effort they put into ensuring we succeed. Some of them, like those who clean up after us or those at the admin building, never get much recognition for their hard work because it's all done behind the scenes. Yet they still push onward, past the misdirected angry parent phone calls, past some of the students giving them a hard time, past having to redesign entire lessons and plans these past 2 months, trying to ensure that we get closure to our senior year. As I say this, there's probably a few teachers' faces that come to mind who have impacted you greatly. Please, I ask you to write them, email them after this. Make their day and tell them how thankful you are for them. Showing appreciation is a priceless thing we can do for those who have invested their lives and hearts in teaching us. For family and friends, for those who can't be here tonight due to the current situation, who are probably watching this event's live stream and thinking of you above the many graduates here. And then for those able to be here in the audience cheering you on. For all the friends and acquaintances we've made throughout school and the process of growing up, thank you for being in our lives. To my close family, especially my younger siblings Chance and Grace, I love you so much, and I will continue to work my hardest to give you everything and to make you proud. To my friends, thanks for weathering through the uncertainty of these years with me, especially to Lizbeth, who has been there since kindergarten and has been an amazing friend since. And finally, the one I want to highlight the most of all to you, the one whose love I'm most grateful for. God, for his saving grace and for all the blessings he has given me, though I don't deserve it. All these amazing people that we need to treasure in our lives have been brought into them because of him. All that I have, will ever have in this life is because of him. I just wanted to emphasize that. We can only be said to be alive in those moments when our hearts are conscious of our treasures. I hope that as we all go through everything and look forward, whether it be tonight, celebrating with family or friends, whether it be in the future, in those moments where you feel alone and life isn't enough, or whether it be in a time where the world shuts down around us and life seems at a standstill again, I hope our hearts will stay conscious of all the treasures we've already been given. Thank you.
Thank you, Lizbeth and Kirsten. Seniors, tonight's graduation is a test. It's not the kind of test we've spent 4 years giving you. This is a different kind of test. Tonight's graduation is a test that will say a lot about Jacksonville High School, Jacksonville ISD, and Jacksonville, Texas. Out there, beyond these rock walls, our country is struggling. You've all seen it. I don't need to remind you of what we've all seen, heard, and endured these last 11 weeks. Tonight is a test, not only of this senior class's spirit, their togetherness, but how much we are committed to honoring their achievement. The seniors who sit before you tonight look like America. I see skin tones of all colors, but they are all wearing blue and gold. They may look different, think differently, maybe even vote differently, but they all have one thing in common. This thing, this tie that binds them all together, will last far into the future, long after they are gone and we are gone too. That thing is this. They have all joined together on this field, on this night, in this beloved stadium, in this beloved town, our town, to graduate from a school that all of our teachers, administrators, and school officials have dedicated our lives to serve, Jacksonville High School. Jacksonville High School is what we all have in common. Jacksonville High School belongs to all of us, collectively. Seniors, I ask you tonight to make us a promise. Promise us that you will live out the creed of our school. We call this the Jacksonville way. Promise us that you will make us proud. Promise us that you will remember the most important things you learned here at JHS. You've learned that hard work matters, that treating yourself, your school, your town, and each other with respect never goes out of style. That learning is the most important thing about school, and that you should continue to learn for the rest of your life. You've learned that diversity can become harmony, that different groups from different backgrounds can come together, just like they have tonight, to celebrate the achievement of our community's most precious asset, you, our children. You've learned that tonight is just the beginning. Way back in September, when we first met with you in the Student Commons area at JHS, we told you that our goal was not just to prepare you to get to this day, but to prepare you for life after this day. Are you ready for that challenge? Promise us that no matter where you go or what you do, no matter how often someone calls you sir or ma'am, doctor or your honor, captain or lieutenant, that no matter how often you hear these words of distinction, you will always be your mother's son, your father's daughter, your classmate's friend, a shoulder to cry on and a person to lean on. That no matter where you end up, after this day, you will always be a Jacksonville High School graduate. And in turn, we promise you to work hard, to continue to work hard, to make our school district, and our community the very best that they can be. We need your help to do that. Promise us, seniors, that you will work with us to make that happen. Our school district, and our entire community is so incredibly proud of you. Congratulations, seniors. Mr. McCowan, I hereby confirm that the graduates seated before you tonight have met all of the graduation requirements set forth by Jacksonville ISD and the Texas Education Agency. Graduates of the class of 2020, prepare to receive your diplomas.
Will the Jacksonville High School class of 2020 please come forward? Lisbeth Saldana Gomez. Kirsten Rain Pardo. Jackson Brian Dublin. Alec Troy Christensen. Saul Martinez Rodriguez. Brianna Elizabeth Bauer. Jordan Nicole Ambrose. Barbara Ida Villegas. Naomi Beal. Krista Victoria Contreras. Catherine Ann Satterwhite. Justice Nicole Moore. Paul Romero Maldonado. Christian Rafael Calvillo. Madison Nicole Hughes. Kayla Gail DuPont. Alejandra Estefania Benitez Mendez. Samuel Amon Hooker. Carlos Adon Camacho. Autumn Sky Terrell. Chloe Elise DeVere. Mackenzie Grace Nabby. Christopher Omar Sanchez. Amaryllis Crystal Gonzalez. Haley Brooke Woodruff. Sailor Brooke Williams. Lauren Elise Welch. Lisbeth Escareno. Chevy Dwayne Ainsworth. He didn't make it? Carlos Adami. I got it. Colton Blaine Alcanese. Alonzo Almasan. Rafael Alvarez. Kalisha Quael Daniela Anderson. Aranza Montserrat Ariano. Nadia Ivan Avila. Tony Tamia Bailey. Alexander Barco. Edgar Barassa. Nubia Rubia Bergara. Taylor Wayne Bingham. Giovanni Botello Rangel. Mackenzie Haven Lee Brantley. Alexandra Diane Briley. Alexi Lachey Brooks. Adesani Mahogany Bryant. Yasmin Ureli Cabrera. Rafael Calvillo. Alexandra Canyo. Christian Diamond Carpenter. Karen Casas. Eric Castillo. Christopher Brandon Castro. Jose Israel Castro. Preston Davis Chandler. Zachary Anthony Chaplin. Raimundo Colazo. Kennedy Page Collier. Jennifer Colorado. Shantavia Majonique Conwell. Ashanti Quanese Cook. Bianca Azucena Corneo. Jocelyn Cortez. Casey Carriel Coughlin. Cooper Lane Coughlin. Delaney Ann Crawford. Jonathan LeCedric Cummins. Edwin Pablo Delgado. Elias Antonio Delgado. McKenna Lauren Dement. Jonathan Paul Denman. Brandy Jolie Diaz. Haley Nicole Dotson. Brittany Danielle Dunford. Karina Ortega Duran. Daisy Arlene Esparza. Azucena Espinosa. Julie Elizabeth Espinosa. Rafael Espinosa. Dalton Cordell Felder. Claire Elise Ferguson. Mary Cruz Flores. Clay Takuya Frazier. Jalen Marvin Freeney. Desmond Tyrese Fuller. Cesar Ramon Gallegos. Priscilla Gallegos. Shakira Gallegos. Stephen Gallegos. Ariel Galvan. Albert Garcia Arvelo. Alejandro Garcia. Brandon Garcia. Gabriel A. Garcia Santana. Hector Manuel Garcia. Jose Antonio Garcia. Giovanni Garcia. Miguel Angel Garcia. Eunice Gaitan. Nathaniel Gaitan. Fallon Nicole George. Cheyenne Renee Gilmore. Tyrese Lamont Trevance Gibson. Tashira Lachey Levance Gibson. Abraham Isai Gobea. Adrian Angel Gonzalez. Esmeralda Gonzalez. Caitlin Bernice Gonzalez. Justin Javon Griffin. Jasmine Guerrero. Ryan Jacob Gutierrez. Haley Gwen Harris. Tiandra Sakaya Hatton. Justin Randall Hayes. Bailey Michelle Helm. Alejandra Hernandez. Alex Hernandez. Angel Noe Hernandez. Carlina Hernandez. Luis A. Hernandez Benavente. Remington Paul Hesterly. Ahmad Llewellyn Hill. Claudio Faz Hinojosa. Nicole Grace Hinton. Simone Holguin. Avant Devontae Holloway. Jade Alexi Hutto. Olivia Grace Jackson. Raquel Leanne Jackson. Juan Manuel Hermillo. Damone Chantrell Johnson. Jabari Triondale Johnson. Lauren Sadie Johnson. Matthew Isaiah Johns. Zakiah Diet Johnson. Destiny Dawn Josie. Brianna Juarez. Medasia Monet Kendrick. Alexis J. King. Trey Thomas Lambert. Isaac Landon. Ainsley Irene Langham. Eileen Laredo. Leovardo Leyva Guerrero. Ashley Yanis. Lyric Jean Lofton. Caprice Deshawn London. Angelica Marie Lopez. Brisa Jasmine Lopez. Josue Roberto Lopez. Luis Rolando Lopez Dorado. Monica Castillo Loredo. Alberto Lozano. Jose Luis Luna. Antonio Martinez Jr. Carolina G. Martinez Ramirez. Jennifer Martinez. Juan Eduardo Mata. James Weston Mateka. Ariel Dominique Matlock. Trinaya Krishan Matlock. Nikayla Tashay McClellan. Corian Gerard McCullough. Lee Eric McKenzie. Marlene Medellin. Melissa Yvette Mejia. Jordan Abel Mendez. Karina Mendoza. Majuante Anthony Menifee. Erica Morales Tienda. Juana Morales. Kate Morales. Maria de Los Angeles Morea. Amy Marie Morea. Summer Leanne Morgan. J.C. Brianne Morton. Oscar Navarro. Austin Michael Lane Neely. Anthony Tristan Nelson. Alexis Salvador Nunez. Marco Antonio Nunez. Jesus Morea Oliveros. Satali Neftali Ortega. Marielle Crystal Ortega. Estrella Marie Padron. Azucena Perez. Gustavo Perez. Wendy Naeli Perez. Nathan Daniel Perkins. Alexandra Juliet Prasad Gallardo. Juan Angel Penuelas. Naeli Diane Penuelas. Jordan Page Pollard. Kishonda Lavon Pride. Devin Anthony Powell. Bailey Dawn Raines. Brandon Joshua Ramirez. Isaac Eduardo Ramirez. Luz Maria Ramirez. Magali Ramirez Ramirez. Nasim Yamil Ramirez. Rayleigh Danielle Ramirez. Stephanie Ramirez. Andrea Rangel Garcia. Brenda Rangel. Alceda Latrice Richardson. Israel Rodriguez. Karen Moreira Rodriguez. Maria Guadalupe Rodriguez. Michelle Rodriguez. Victoria Rodriguez. Yesenia Adriana Rodriguez. Bailey Dawn Rogers. Garson Dwayne Rogers. Martin Ariana Rojas. Uriel Romano. Emily Nicole Romero. Malini Romero. Luis Fernando Rosales Hernandez. Jermadrick Kavan Dewan Ross. Christy Mariana Rubio. Millie Jeanette Salas. Destiny Yuvia Salazar. Jason Alejandro Salazar. Jocelyn Salazar. Jamie Ramiro Saldivar. Giuseppe Sanchez. Ella Rose Sanchez. Kayla Judith Sanchez. Maria Del Rocio Sanchez. Selena Odell Sanchez. Estrella Sandoval. Juan Sandoval. Kaylee Jane Sanford. Marlene Nicole Serving. Natalie Aaliyah Serving. Ramiro Serving Rios. Charlie Lynn Shavers. Jamadrick Juan Sherfield. Joe Allen Shields. Jeremy Eli Singleton. LaKendrick Jacob Slaughter. Alexis Jate Sloan. Ariel Shantae Sloan. Joanna Lisbeth Smith. Tori Danielle Snyder. Adriana Sotelo. Braden Lee Stewart. Haley Nicole Strom. Estefania Tavera. Takiria Najee Tilley. Kamai Nicole Tinsley. Rebecca Sarai Toledo. Kelsey Brooke Traylor. Uriel Trujillo. Tamia Janae Tucker. Anita Chiamaka Ubabor. Claudia Vanessa Valencia. Caleb Dwayne Valentine. Brendan Edward Van Ness. Kelly Marie Van Ness. Eric Vargas. Alvin David Vasquez. David Alvin Vasquez. Isaac Mateo Vasquez. Elian Saul Veliz. Benjamin Alexander Villegas. Maria Cristina Villegas. William Everett Walden. Shabrika Michelle Warren. Ian Justin Webb. Jordan Christina Whitaker. Lashada Denise Whitaker. Alexis Elise White. Carlin Yasmin Yanez. Jonathan Aurelio Zamorano. Keitzel Jasmine Savala.
Graduates and guests, please put your J's up and rise for our school song. Remember, please do not gather on the field at the conclusion of the ceremony. At the conclusion of the school song, please remember to exit the stadium the same way you entered. Graduates, please exit the field the same way you entered and join your families outside of the stadium. Thank you, everyone, for supporting our 2020 seniors. And now, to sing our beloved JHS school song, Senior Naomi Beal.
Though years may come and many days may pass away, your memories of old Jayville High will always stay. That spirit so loyal did honor to your name. The gold and the royal, those colors always mean the same. The friendships dear that we